Hey guys, welcome in for Truth Talks. As you can see, I'm back in Phoenix, back in my office, ready to have another honest dialogue, another truthful conversation with you guys. And today I want to talk about one of, if not the most misunderstood phrases, I think, on the planet, especially as it comes to, in reference to leaving relationships, exiting situations. And that is the phrase when people say, it's not you, it's me. And hey, Gregory. And a lot of times that phrase gets tweaked and turned and misunderstood and misinterpreted, when in reality, what the person, when you say it, what the person hears and what you mean are oftentimes two totally different things. So I want to have that conversation with you guys today. What's up, Larry Dorsey? How are you, nephew? So I want to have that conversation. It's not you, it's me. No, usually it's always me. It's not ever you. And that's the ownership piece that I want to talk to you guys about tonight. And then being on the receiving end of someone saying, it's not me, it's you. How are you receiving it? If someone says that to you. So that's the conversation I want to have today for today's Truth Talks. Remember, Truth Talks is true conversations, real conversations about real stuff that real people are going through. And emotional breakups, separations are happening every single day. Business relationships are happening and breaking up every single day. What's up, Smooth? And that's the conversation that people want to have, is it's not you, it's me. And so I want to break that down for you guys today and give you a different perspective. So as you come in, share the video out. Somebody needs to understand this, and there might be somebody you ready to say, it's not me, it's you, and you might want to share it out so when they lurking on your page, they'll be able to see exactly what it really means when they hear you use that phrase. So welcome in. My name is Marci Batiste. I'm your ultimate power coach, America's #1 reality-based success and recovery trainer. I, like I said, I've been disrupting thoughts and behavior patterns for over a decade. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. But helping you get over your stumbling blocks and take 100% ownership for your life, your relationships, and your business, so that you can get the results you want and create that truly custom-fitted life that you love to live. So that's who I am. That's what I'm about. That's what I do. And tonight, this afternoon, when is it? What time is it? I don't even know. We're going to have that truth talk conversation. It's not you, it's me. And so how I want to break this down for you guys is, when I say it, what I said, I want to talk about what you heard versus what I meant when I said it. So we're both speaking and receiving the same phrase, but our interpretation of the words is completely different. Like, we're not even, like, I might as well be speaking Spanish to someone who only understands German. That's how far apart we can get with this one simple phrase. And we think that this is like the end all be all, you know. And how many times have you heard somebody say, oh, like, I need to break up with so and so, and they're like, girl, just tell them it's not you, it's me. And we laugh it off. But you got to remember, there's somebody on the receiving end of that conversation that's interpreting whatever it is you say, however you say it, their way, versus you just telling the truth and being honest why it's not a good fit for you, why this is truly not working out. It's not it's me, it's not you conversation. It is this isn't working out because of these reasons. And being able to be comfortable in that space of really truly blatant honesty, for lack of a better, I can't get the lighting right, but for lack of a better term. So that's the conversation. I know myself, I've used it before. Before I really understood the flip side of it, the other side of the conversation, being on the receiving end of it. And when I would say, it's not me, it's you, I'm going to go over a couple things where I think that people get this confused. And so when I say, it's not me, it's not you, it's me, what you might hear is me saying that it's not your fault. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that it's not your fault and that you have no part, you have no blame in why this isn't working out. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it's not your fault, but what I am saying is I'm taking 100% responsibility for my part. understanding that if I gave too much, that was on me. If I gave to the wrong person, that's on me. It doesn't mean that you didn't violate. It doesn't mean that you didn't make some bad decisions that highlighted to me that I was making poor choices. It simply means that I'm not going to place all the blame on a failed relationship, a failed business endeavor on you. I'm saying I'm going to own my part. So when I say it's not you, it's me, I'm owning my part. I'm taking my ownership in it and not trying to skirt the issues, not trying to lay blame for someone else or things like that. The other thing is, oftentimes when people say, it's not you, it's me, what they hear is, this isn't working out. But what I really said was that all along I had misjudged. Hey, Gillette. Hey, Casey. I had misjudged the equities. I had misjudged the balance of what was being put into this relationship. And finally, I see that it's time for me to do what's right for me. That maybe I had been making choices that were right for you or for the relationship or for the business, and now it's time for me to make the right choices and the right decisions for what's best and what's right for me. And that's a very different conversation than the person on the other end receiving it and saying, oh, it's just not working out. Like, we don't know why. No, if you're ending any kind of relationship, situationship, business relationship, like, there's a reason. Be honest about the reason. Tell the truth. Tell why it's not working for you. And that's the thing. Sometimes we think that if we say that it's not working out, it means the relationship was a failure. No, sometimes it could just mean that I'm just not happy. It's not working out for me. And that's the thing. When you guys have these conversations, you have to own it and stay in your lane and stay in your car. Don't assume that it's not working out for them. So a blanket statement like this isn't working out implies that it's not working out for both of us. When in reality, one person could be totally okay with the situation and how it's going versus the other person like, no, it doesn't work for me, and these are the reasons why. And that's the conversation that we're afraid to have, is that these are the reasons why. But here's what I'm here to tell you, that you can't get beyond this isn't working out until you're honest with yourself and with the other person as far as the reasons why. Because if you're not clear about why that relationship is not working out, the likelihood of you making the same missteps and mistakes going into the next choice, pretty damn strong. Pretty damn strong. Like, almost guaranteed that you are going to make a mistake and you're going to make a misstep and you're going to make the same bad choices and the same bad decisions that you made the last time because you weren't clear even with yourself about why it wasn't working, let alone being honest about it. Third thing is, I say, it's not you, it's me. And what you hear me say is, I messed up and it's all my fault. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, I misjudged my investment, and now it's time for me to invest in something that's going to give me a better return on my investment. But I'm clear about that. You understand? You guys have to, we all have to, my mentor always says, if we could just get this people thing right, if we could just get this people thing right. And that's my whole thing, like, the whole disrupting thought patterns and disrupting behaviors is important, because sometimes you don't need a complete overhaul. You just need a disruptor to say, whoa, stop, pump your brakes. That's not necessarily the best way to go about this. What if you tried this? And this conversation in particular, if I could tell you how many times people have used this as a simple out, and then the person doesn't go away. Like, literally, when you're trying to, let's use the case of a relationship. If you're not honest about why the relationship is a fail for you, what's the likelihood that person is going to receive the message to just leave you alone? And so then they keep coming back and they keep coming back and and you're just like, gosh, they don't get it. Well, they don't get it because you didn't tell the truth. You weren't honest. You didn't have a reality-based conversation with them that says, no, this isn't working out for me because of this. And I'm telling you guys, when I figured this out, and not to say it's a guarantee that they still won't try and circle back, because many times they do, because they want to see, were you serious about your boundaries? Did you mean what you say? Was it as serious as you made it out to be? Do you miss them a little bit? And here's the thing. When you get so clear about why the relationship ended, why it's me and not you, and you're honest about that, when they eventually circle back, because a lot of times they do, especially in relationships, when they circle back, you can clearly say, no. This is why it didn't work for me. And these are all the things that haven't changed about you or about me. And that's why I know that I can't do a do-over, because it's going to result in another epic fail. And that's not what I'm into, because that's a bad investment of my time, my emotion, and my energy. Managing us, managing the you part of it, managing the me part of it. So when I say it's not you, it's me, all I'm saying is I'm going to own my part. I'm going to own my choices. I'm going to start now choosing differently. I'm going to make different decisions than I have in the past. I'm going to make more improved choices that are more in alignment with where I say I want to go, with the direction that I'm taking my business, with the direction that I want my life to go, with the direction that I want my personal relationships to go. You know, I work with one of my clients, and that's one of her goals, is to have meaningful relationships. And meaningful takes on a different look for everybody. So our challenge in working together is for her to be clear, what is meaningful to you? Because I can't just go to someone and say I want a meaningful relationship if I don't know what that looks like and how I need that to manifest itself in my life. So then if it doesn't work and I get to the point where I need to cut bait and I need to have that conversation, was I clear up front to say this is what I needed for a meaningful relationship to take place, and these are the areas in which you fell short and where I see that it's not working for me. It's not working for me. It's not you. It's not ever going to be the you in the equation. It's always going to be the me in the equation, because I have the choice to subtract myself from the equation. Let me see if I can say that again. It's never going to be the you. It's always going to be the me in the equation, because I always have the choice to subtract myself from the equation. You don't ever have to stay in something that's not working for you, nor do you have to be apologetic, sorry, feel bad, feel guilty, be regretful because it didn't work for you. And that's the beauty of being clear about why something ended. If somebody really truly violates you in a way, like they've compromised your boundaries, they went against things of integrity, that sort of thing, you kind of have an obligation to tell the truth about it. You know, to tell the truth about it. No, we're not together, and we won't ever be together again because this, and this. And if it was a personal violation, like I've had some situations where one of my exes came back and was like, are we still cool? Hell no, we're not still cool. You still did all the things that you did. Like, they were literally violations, not just of boundaries. We're talking about damage to property. We're talking about insults to me as a person and as a woman. No, we won't ever be cool again, and these are the reasons why. When I told you this isn't working for me, this is over, I told you the reasons why. We had a whole conversation that you chose to check out on. But see, when you circle back, I don't feel obligated to answer the phone. I don't feel obligated to take that call, because I know that when I ended it, yeah, it's going to be me. It was on me. I chose to be in that relationship. At some point, you were exactly what I wanted. You're not anymore. I'm clear about that. Super clear about that. And these are the reasons why. So now you can be clear about why this doesn't work for me. You could choose to agree with it or not. Doesn't change anything. Fact of the matter is, we still not going to be cool. Like, we don't have to have beef per se. We don't have to have a bunch of animosity. But to me, when I hear somebody say we're cool, that means like we can kick it, we can hang out sometimes, we can be in conversation. No, I choose not to be in relation with you, and these are the reasons why. And so the more times that you can learn to get comfortable from moving away from this such a misunderstandable statement, so misinterpreted, so oftentimes misinterpreted, that just kind of lets people off the hook, but then you didn't really assume any ownership in it either. So then when they want to come back, where are you? Like you have yourself, even in that instance, to blame. Like, I wasn't clear when I ended it. Versus tell the truth. This doesn't work for me because these are the reasons why. I'm going to own my part. And I had to learn to not take that easy way out. Like the simplest thing in the world, be like, you know what? It's not you, it's me. That's so freaking lazy. It's so lazy, and it's so counterproductive because you don't resolve the situation, and the person then still lingers and thinks, oh well, I might be able to circle back. There might be an opportunity later, and if in the instance where there is an opportunity potentially for someone to address some situations and make things more in line with what you need for your happiness and your fulfillment, then by all means, have that dialogue. Be honest about that. Don't just say, it's not you, it's me, and then hope that they get it together. And then when they circle back, you're like, you don't really know if they did or they didn't because you never had the conversation to begin with. So now I can't circle back and ask you, well, hey, have you changed this? Did you stop doing this behavior? You know, when we talk about the whole ownership piece, you guys, is so important in relationships. Like, you have to own your part. If it fails, it never fails because of one person. Just like it takes two to get in, it takes two to get out. You have to. What's up, Anton? How are you, babe? Hey, Casey. Girl, you know I can't see. Get back to work. Check it out later. But you have to own your part, you guys. And you can't just think that, oh, let me take the easy way out. And because it ends up not being the easy way out, you end up having to circle back with people that you didn't really want to circle back with. I don't want to have to keep having the same conversation with the same people. If you violated me, I'm going to tell you, no, this isn't working for me because you did this. You damaged my personal property. You called me out of my name multiple times. To me, those aren't do-over offenses. Those aren't things that you can fix. Those are people that I choose not to be in relation with, and I will teach that lesson very clearly. I don't want to be in relation with someone who calls me names, because if you can fix your face and your lips and your mouth and your voice to speak negativity about me to my face or behind my back, guess what? Somewhere inside of you, you really think that. And that's cool. You are entitled to your thoughts. What you think about me is none of my business. But how I respond to what I know that you now think of me is always my choice. It's not you, it's me. Understand? So getting clear and getting comfortable with having those sometimes awkward conversations, sometimes uncomfortable conversations is so important. You know, and you can also, we're talking about it in the context of breaking up, but the same thing works in saving and salvaging relationships, you guys. It's not always about cutting people off. I say all the time, you have to teach people how to be in relation with you. You have to show them what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And so going down that path, you know, this is a struggle for me because, and having that honest conversation, giving them the opportunity in fixable instances to make course corrections is so important, because not every relationship, not every misstep is a cause for completely cutting someone off. There are times when you want to give somebody the opportunity to fix it. You want to give them the opportunity to get it right and to do better, because you do want to save and salvage the relationship. And so again, if you go at it from a it's not you, it's me perspective versus a reality-based conversation that says, you know what, these are the things that I need to be fixed. Hey Lotus, what's up, Joyce? These are the things that I need to be fixed for me to feel good about this relationship, for me to feel good and comfortable in this situation with you, and give them the opportunity to fix it. But it always comes back to not using that easy way out, that it's not you, it's me. No, it's always going to be me, my choice to stay in it, but it's also me and my choice to have an honest conversation with you that says, this is what I need from the situation, this is what I need from the relationship, this is what I need from this experience, and giving people, if it's a relationship that you feel is worth salvaging, give them an opportunity to fix it. But they can't fix it if you're not honest and you're not clear about how they need to go about it. So that's the conversation for today on Truth Talks. Please, if you haven't, I saw somebody share the video out. Please and thank you for sharing the video. And again, if you've missed out on any of the Truth Talks conversations, any of the 30 books in 30 weeks, any of that stuff over the last year, there's, 200-300 videos on YouTube. So make sure you check out the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications. And again, Truth Talks is always this is a Q&A format. So as you guys have conversations, you have questions that come up, feel free to inbox me. It's open 24/7, 365, and I love hearing the feedback. So that's it for me today, guys, for Truth Talks. I will catch you all later, and have an amazing, amazing, fantastic reality-based day. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.